my man Zeba. They say Chuck a go-getter, yeah, I'm a overachiever. In college, I played football, I was a wide receiver. Ain't got shit to do with this, but I just thought that I should miss it. Ay, don't be playing me 50, don't be moving iffy. I peep all the
What's up? It's Shaw Phase again. I know I said I wasn't gonna do no boot camp videos, but y'all ran up the last two. The last two vids, y'all ran it up, and y'all still running it up. So I appreciate you. I got clap for that. Hey, I thank y'all. Thank you. Y'all been running it up, especially my boot camp story time. We almost at 1,000. So I appreciate y'all. So this time we gonna really I don't know. Oh, we gonna talk about the Crucible. The Crucible is the last part of boot camp. The very last thing you do. Like the Crucible is everything you learn in one. Imagine you go 13 weeks, right? You go 13 weeks of blood, sweat, and tears, climbing things, learning knowledge, doing a whole bunch of things. You're basically cramming that into one day. It's all in one day. Alright, so my Crucible story, man, mine, I ain't gonna lie, everybody's gonna have their own version of the story because everybody's gonna have their own experience. You gotta think, this is 54 hours of you being awake and listening to people yell at you and trying to be alert and trying to focus. 54 hours. You barely get any sleep. You barely get to enjoy your meal. You barely get time to relax. You gotta be on go at all times, right? You gotta be focused at all times. There's no time to relax. This is literally the most important part of boot camp. Like everything else is out the window. You gotta show up and show out at that time. Right, I'm not gonna put in the order of what I did because I did so many things that it's not gonna be in order, but I will tell you bits and pieces of my experience for the Crucible. First of all, let's talk about the flak jacket you had. The flak jacket itself got weights. So the flak jacket about probably 40 pounds, right? The flak jacket. Plus you got your boots and your uniform, your camis, right? That's a little bit of weight also. And then you got your pack, your huge pack, like the big brown pack that comes up here when you're running up hills and stuff like that. That brown pack, that's about another 40 pounds. So you literally carrying almost 100 pounds on your body most of the time. The whole 54 hours, most of the time you carrying all that weight. Keep in mind that you gotta keep your rifle with you. And you know what's crazy? Like it's set up in events. So one of the events during the Crucible, you had to carry your rifle over your shoulder, right? Not just over your shoulder, you're crawling on the ground, you know what I'm saying? Elbows first, with your rifle on your shoulder, and then you go on your back with your rifle, and you go under some barbed wire. It's gonna be some barbed wire. The barbed wire is basically everything is set up as real combat. Everything is set up strategically, so it's like you're really in combat, like you're really in war. When I was under that barbed wire like this, when I was under that barbed wire, all I was thinking about was, yo, I ain't trying to get cut up by the wire. I ain't trying to get cut up. Like I seen barbed wire in movies, you know what I'm saying, jails and prisons, but I never been face to face with barbed wire. I seen barbed wire on the fence, but a barbed wire in front of me with my right, like it's a lot. Like man, I ain't gonna lie, like 9 times out of 10 you gonna get scratched, cause you gotta move too. Like you got drum starters yelling at you, you gonna have to move, you gotta be quick. So with them yelling at you and you having to move at a certain speed, you gonna get cut up a little bit, I ain't gonna lie. So expect to get cut up, expect to have some blood on you. You gonna have blood on you. You gotta simulate casualties. So drum starters gonna have certain recruits be in certain places, and also you gonna be in fire team. Fire teams could be like a set of 4. So it's gonna be a set of 4. You, the guide, and whoever else is on your fire team. It's gonna be y'all. Y'all are gonna go out. You're gonna search for the casualty. The casualty is someone that, you know, probably got their arm blown off, their leg blown off, or seriously hurt. You're gonna find this person. You're gonna pick this person up, right? So you're basically carrying weight. You're carrying what you have on you plus the body. All right, you got the body, and you gotta drag the body to a safe location, right? On top of all this going on, you gonna have like, there's gonna be speakers playing. There's gonna be loudspeakers with explosions and gunfire. So on top of you dragging the casualty, you're gonna have your rifle. You're gonna have people yelling at you. You're gonna have the speakers with explosions and gun sounds and a whole bunch of crazy stuff going on. You're gonna have a lot of emotions. A lot of emotion. Cause keep in mind, these are people that been around you either the whole time or y'all all going through the same thing cause y'all in the same place. So you can have somebody from a different company, but y'all going through the same thing. So emotionally, you're gonna have a whole lot of things running through your mind. Like, yo, like, what's gonna happen? What should I do? Am I gonna mess up? Like, you're gonna have a lot going through your mind. And this is like literally the last stretch. This is the last stretch. This is literally the last thing you have to do. It's hours and hours and hours and hours long, but this is literally the last step in becoming a United States Marine. So you can't quit at this point. You gotta finish strong. All you have to do is lock in and focus, and you're gonna be straight. You got your brothers with you, you got your sisters with you. Y'all all going through the same. Don't think you in this alone. It might feel like you in this alone. You might feel like, yo, like, I'm going crazy. Like, I'm doing the best I can. Like, yo, this time is not on my side. You don't think the person beside you is going through the same thing? Bro, they going through the same thing as you. Like, dude's going through the same thing as you, or shorty going through the same thing as you. Like, you might think you going crazy in your head, but in reality, the person beside you is feeling the same way. Y'all just can't express to each other what's going on in your head. You just there for the moment. You just going through the motion. Barely getting any sleep. Don't think that you're not on fire watch. Fire watch still goes on. Just because you in the crucible don't mean there's no fire watch. You still have fire watch. So if you're that unlucky person, if you're that unlucky recruit, when it's time to rest and you get those couple 3-4 hours of sleep and you have fire watch, good luck to you. Good luck to you. Was I one of the recruits? No, I wasn't. Could I sleep? No. You know why? Because there's always something going on. Like, there's no time to rest. Your mind gotta be on alert at all times. And I meant to say this. Once you find the casualties, you have to use tourniquets. You have to you gotta use your medical knowledge that you learned during boot camp to assess what's wrong with the person. So boom, person, their arm is blown off, or they have blood squirting out their arm or their leg. You gotta figure out what's the proper procedure to heal that injury. Like, these are things you gotta know on top of the explosions and the gunfire and the sergeants yelling at you and the drill instructor saying you ain't moving fast enough and all these things going through your head. So it's a lot going on. I say the amount of miles of running and walking and doing all these activities during the crucible, I say it's about 48 miles. You gotta go 48 miles of hiking. 48 miles. On God, I'm telling you, you can look it up. 48 miles. It's a lot of team building exercises. Like, you get to really bond with other recruits from different companies as well. Like, it was fun as far as that goes. Me personally, I like interacting not just with my squad, with my team, but like I said, other platoons as well. Like, this is your time to interact with others. You're gonna have to do a whole lot of team building exercise. They're gonna have this thing called the O course. The O course is basically like a big, imagine like a playground / gym. Alright, so you're gonna be jumping over walls, you're gonna be stepping over metal bars, you're gonna be climbing ropes, and you're gonna be competing against somebody. So it's gonna be you and it's gonna be somebody else. And the goal is you have to beat the other person. You have to get the fastest time. But you're gonna be jumping over walls. You're gonna be hurling over logs. You're gonna be, like I said, jumping on metal bars. You're gonna be pulling yourself up over metal bars. You're gonna be climbing a rope. I'm telling you, that's what a guy, like, you gotta do all these things. Like, all these things you have to do, and you have to do it in a certain time. This is all time, by the way. Like, but for the O course, this is all time. Like, you cannot move slow. Don't even take your time. Just go. Just go. They got something called the log carry. It's gonna be this big ass log, right? You're gonna have this big ass log haul, and you're gonna have like 5, 6, 7 recruits in a row. So you might have 5 in front of you. You might be the 6th person. Might be 3 behind you. Whatever the case may be, it's gonna be a line of you. It's gonna be a big ass log. Y'all are gonna pick the log up. You're gonna start here and you're gonna start here. Y'all gonna pick the log up, raise it over your head, and put it on your shoulder. And you're gonna do it again. And that's a team building exercise. And you have to do it simultaneously. You have to do it at the same time. Because if you don't do it at the same time, it's gonna mess up. So my arm's gonna give out. Your legs gonna give out. You could all fall. The log could fall on you. It's all on y'all. Like, it's up to you if the log falls on you or not. But that was pretty cool. Just as far as, like, I thought it was gonna fall on us because, like I said, like, you have somebody taller than another person. I had some people shorter than me. I had some people taller than me. So you trying to lift the log up. The shorter people can't lift. So the tall people lifting the log, and the short people like trying to reach. You know what I'm saying? Then you got the tall people. They gotta come down your head to adjust to the short people. Like, it's a lot going on. You gotta jump over barriers. You gotta use a compass, like an actual compass, to find checkpoints. It could be terrorists could be nearby, or it could be an ally. It could be somebody from your squad at a close location or farther location. So your compass is your compass is gonna have certain direction. All you gotta do is follow the compass. Not gonna lie, that was kind of hard because that was my first time looking at a compass, because I never used the compass in my life before boot camp. So compass got north, south, east, and west, right? And you're reading in this paper, this map, and it's telling you where to go. But if you have no sense of direction with the compass, you're gonna get lost. Like, I ain't gonna lie. Like, luckily we put our brains together and we found our checkpoints. Other people weren't so lucky. Just saying, like, it's not easy. Like, if you don't master the compass, you're gonna get lost all the back, because it could lead you to a river. It could lead you to the side of a building. It could lead you to like a big ass hill that you have to climb down. Just because something's blocking your path don't mean that's not where you go. You still gotta find a way around or over wherever it say go. So if it's a wall and it's a hill and you can climb the hill, you're gonna climb the hill. That's just what it is. Yeah, that was kind of stupid. Hey, that's what it is. My favorite part, I ain't gonna lie, my favorite part was the pugil sticks and the sparring. Cause I ain't gonna lie, during boot camp, I had a lot of built up anger and a lot of build up animosity towards the drill instructors. And I understand they gotta do what they gotta do, they gotta yell, but like, yo, they was spitting in my face and, you know what I'm saying, being real disrespectful and all type of stuff. But at the same time, like I said, it's turning you into a man. Like, it's really building you to not be soft. Like, you really becoming a man. Like, they're really teaching you how to be a man at the end of the day. But I had a lot of build up animosity also towards, some of the other recruits, because sometimes we would be in different activities. Some people would mess up the whole platoon. Some people would mess up, your group. If you're drilling, if you in the Marine Corps, if you were in the Marine Corps, drilling is important. If you're drilling and somebody messes up, somebody misses a step, somebody goes the wrong direction, you get punished every time. No ands if or buts. You getting punished. So we had a lot of, not just me. We all had animosity toward, each other, but at the same time, it's a brotherhood. It's like when you mad at your brother because he snitched on you, or your brother did something and he's blaming you, so you get in trouble. It was that type of animosity. But me, I ain't gonna lie. When I had to go on the pugil sticks and sparring, they put me in the wrong weight class. Now I still was holding my own. Don't get it messed up. I was still holding my own, right? But I'm gonna be honest, the pugil sticks, it was like a 20-pound difference, and it was a height difference. Did I fall off the platform? No, almost, but I was holding my own. The sparring was a little better. It was only like a 5-pound weight difference. They put somebody in my weight class. I was 160, he was 165. That was a fair fight. First round, he snuck me, not gonna lie. The second round, I caught him. I ain't let him, but he snuck me. He got me the first time, but the second, you get 2 rounds each. Pugil sticks and sparring, you get 2 rounds each. He snuck me the first time. Sergeant said go. As soon as he said go, automatically jabbed me. You know what I'm saying? He jabbed me, and then after that jab, I lost my balance. He got the best of me. All right, second round, I already know what he gonna do. So boom, Sergeant said go. He tried to sneak me. I ducked, jab him. Not gonna lie. I jab him right here, I ain't gonna lie. I jab him right here. After I jab him right here, he did one of these. Now when somebody do this, it's open opportunity. So what do? I jab him in the head. It's fair game, I ain't gonna lie. Like I said, he snuck me first. Things like that, man, those are my favorite moments, cause like I said, you get to let off steam and you get to show off, your boxes. I never boxed before, I never boxed before boot camp, only cause I wasn't in shape for real. Once I got in boot camp, I would shadow box and of course, running and getting yelled at and all that, but I was really getting in shape. So, and we was learning mid-map as well. So me learning all these fighting techniques, and you get it. Like I said, he tried to sneak me. I caught him. It is what it is. We was cool after that, but during that fight, bro, I let off a whole lot of steam. Not gonna lie. During the Crucible, you get MREs during the day. I believe you get 2 MREs during the day. You get 1 in the morning and 1 at night, I believe. MRE, that's like 1,000-something calories. So the MRE gonna last you majority of the day. And then you also drinking water throughout the day. So on top of the MREs and the water, it's not like you're going all day, no food, no water. Nah, you can have water whenever you want with your Camelback. Like, you can have water whenever you want. Well, not whenever you want, but if, alright, boom. You got your camo back on and you're running, or you got your camo back on and you're doing tactical movements, you can have your water on you. But if you're in an event like the O course, nah, you don't have time to drink water. Like, that's your time to lock in. MREs, if you don't know what an MRE is, look it up. Basically, they got this food in a brown bag, and there's a pack in the bag that you can boil to make the food hot. So you get the food cold. Food's gonna be cold. When you open the MRE, it's gonna be a bag. You put the bag in water, it heats the food up. I hope I'm saying this right, but it heats the food up, and then you got a hot meal. So me personally, I didn't have time to do all that. I just ate the food cold. I just ate cold food. I didn't care. I just wanted food at that point. I just wanted food. If y'all want to see an MRE video, let me know. I'm thinking about doing one of those. I ain't gonna lie, like, that's actually a good video. But let me know in the comments if you want to see an MRE like unboxing or opening video. Let me know. And another thing, man, I didn't necessarily, this wasn't my favorite, but we had a 6 mile hike. It wasn't even a hike for real. It was like a hike slash jog slash run. 6 miles. So 6 miles straight, you're walking. You're not just walking, you're saying the Marine Corps hymn, you're singing songs, you're saying knowledge. You got the drum starters right beside. For some reason, you're going up all these hills and you're walking all these miles, and for some reason, the drum instructors seem like they have all the energy in the world. How do y'all have all this energy? You were doing the same things we were doing. You were up at the same hours. How do y'all have, bro? I didn't understand, bro. Like, the drum instructors would literally be yelling all day. The whole time they're up. The whole time, bro. They're up the whole time with us, yelling, going through what we're going through, pretty much. And y'all still running. Y'all still got energy. I don't know, man. I was always amazed at how the drum instructors had so much energy. But then if you think about it, like, they in shape, so of course they're gonna have energy. Once you finish the Crucible, you get what's called a warrior's breakfast, right? Because you finishing like early in the morning, so you get a warrior's breakfast. During boot camp, you cannot eat what you want. You gotta eat what they give you, right? So whatever they give you, you have to eat. But once you complete the Crucible and you actually become a Marine and you get your EGA, you can eat what you want. I ate apple, bananas, waffle, pancakes. I even had cake. My tray was filled up to the point it was stacked. I was just happy that I could eat what I wanted at this point. And I ain't gonna lie, I ate everything. I ate everything on my plate. Not gonna lie, on my tray, I ate everything. Like, I never, like, the whole 3 months, I was eating a couple things here and there. But on this one day, you think I'm not gonna eat what I want? I'm gonna eat whatever I want. And I'm gonna get seconds. I don't know if this is important, but during the Crucible, we had our desert camis. So we was looking real dusty, I ain't gonna lie. Real dusty and real dirty. Had a whole bunch of mud on me. A whole bunch of mud on my boots, on my socks. It was crazy. But I ain't gonna lie, it was a good time, man. Like, it was good. It was a real life-changing experience, and I definitely learned a lot. I learned a lot about team building. And what a lot of people don't know about a Crucible is that everything set up is basically, it's like life. In life, you're gonna have obstacles. You're gonna have things that you go through that seem impossible, but if you have the right people around you, if you got team, family around you that's gonna support you, then you can get through whatever's blocking your way. Like, that's how I got through the Crucible, for real. Like, I took the obstacles and everything as life lessons. So everything I went through during the Crucible, I took it as like a life lesson, or I took it as a struggle in the civilian world, basically. If you're thinking about going to boot camp, or if you're in boot camp and you haven't gotten to the Crucible yet, just mentally prepare for, like I said, it's nothing like what you're learning in boot camp, but at the same time, it's not something that you can't overcome, if that makes sense. It's gonna be a lot on you, but at the same time, mentally you can get through it. Like, if you got to that point of the Crucible, you're fine, you're straight. Don't give up, bro. Like, that's the main thing. Everybody's gonna have their own story. Everybody gonna have their own experience of how the Crucible goes. This is just my experience. Somebody may have a different experience, but this is my experience. If you like the video, you know what to do already. I appreciate y'all that have been rocking with me, that have been subscribing. I appreciate y'all. And stay tuned for more videos, because we got more videos. If y'all keep wanting military content, let me know. If y'all want to see more military videos, let me know. I'll drop more. If y'all want to see more, I'll drop more. Just let me know. It's your boy Shy Fades. It's Semper Fi.
I know you're not